All right, guys. This one is gonna be a little unique, as this is more or less an interview type deal with one of my mods and somebody who's been a part of excuse me, my community for I've lost track of time. I want to say at least a good 7 to 8 years, and now she mods for me for like the majority of all the channels that I'm on. She's been extremely supportive. She's been absolutely amazing whenever it comes to the enforcement of the channel and everything. And everything that's been going on. She's had my back along the way, much like a lot of my other mods, but she's gone to the degree of kind of making sure that I don't personally overdo it. And the person that I'm going to be bringing in here in about a minute is Cat. Now, I can tell you that without my mods, I probably wouldn't have continued to stream Hill without the community. Even though we are small and tight knit, I wouldn't have been able to continue going. So I'm gonna kick this off. I'm gonna kick this on, and I'm gonna go ahead and drag her in. So here we go. Hello.
Never mind.
Yep. Welcome to the suddenness. So this is Cat. She's been. God, when did you first? Like, are you on YouTube yet?
No, not yet. Just starting to right now. So, hello, lovely people. My name is Cat. I have been content creating for 9 years on various platforms. Right now, I'm currently on YouTube and Twitch, and by 2025, I think I'm going to add 3 more.
Oh, nice. So you're gonna go 5 platforms like me.
Yeah.
Like I've told Boogie and Fee in the past, it's optional if you want the camera on me. I don't care. So.
Oh, don't worry. If you check my YouTube, you'll see what I'm doing.
Oh God. Here, go here. Do that. You're talking about the one with one eye, cat, YouTube.
Yep.
Because YouTube takes a little bit to register. Waiting for it to come up. That so I can actually get notified whenever you post a video. Or go live for that matter. So before we kick this off, I'm gonna listen. Y'all want to please do me a favor, head over here. You can see the URL at IPAWSKATYT on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it if y'all did that. And again, I am on YouTube to get his head out of his ass. Oh, hey, she's live. There we go. Yeah. All right. So, when did you first start creating content?
2015, I was called Canadian Kitty Cat on Twitch.
Do you remember the first game that you played and streamed?
Yes. Yeah, I streamed Fiesta Online.
Ooh.
I started with an MMORPG.
Nice. Like we found each other kind of on Mixer. I know that for a fact.
Actually, yeah, I've known you as Psycho Marine 666.
That was one of my original handles. I carried that over from whenever I got ousted out from Twitch because I had a jackass partner who got permanently suspended. Thank God. I completely forgot the dude's name. He brought like over 3,000 people and just continued to harass me on the platform. Twitch didn't want to do anything because I wasn't partnered or affiliate. So, and that was sort of the wild days of Twitch. Now I'm kind of glad where they actually have things in place to where it's a lot better for the creator. Like, perfect example. You know this, and as well as a lot of the mods know, the sheer bullshit that I've had to deal with for the past 3+ years from one jackass. How much better, not only the moderation tools, but also I can click one button, shield mode comes up. Like, you've seen the progress of everything that's happened over time since 2020. When Mixer, decided to say, hey, we're breaking up with you via Twitter. So do you remember how you found my channel?
Randomly looking for names, to be honest.
I honestly don't remember what game I was playing at the time of whenever you first swung by, but it had to either been Halo, Call of Duty, or Ghost Recon.
It was Wildlands.
Wildlands, okay. And I know people were like, "Oh my God, you're the best in the game." I'm like, no, I can't hold that moniker. I just can't. Even though I know my ability on it and everything else. So you started off with an MMO. What other type of games do you play?
I am definitely not afraid to try anything new at all. If I wanted to go to a horror genre, I'll go play that. If I wanted to go into strategy, I'll go play that. If I wanted to go into rich story games, I'll go play that. If I want to do management and farming or anything else, I'll go play with that. I'm not picky.
Speaking of farming, we do have a dedicated server within the Discord. If y'all want in on that, join the Discord. Get the game name. All you gotta do is literally just search Marine. But I'm pretty sure I put the password in here. If not, just message me on Discord. I'll give it. Pretty chill and simple. So currently YouTube and Twitch, and you want to add 3 more. What 3 are you thinking of?
Ooh, that's a tough question. Cause I've been on so many of them. Ugh. Thinking going to Trovo, but then Trovo's like half dead.
Yeah, I mean,
Thinking,
currently right now, I have the name and I'm putting content out there so that I can continue to have that content element on there.
yeah.
Trovo is kind of half dead, but kind of half alive. It's like one foot in the grave and the other foot out in life.
Yeah. Ooh.
Beams,
I'm thinking of Beam streaming.
Beam's good. The only thing that I don't like is how I can't customize my about section.
Ooh.
But it's not that big of a deal because you can actually integrate everything to one if you don't have the multiple output plugin like I do.
And then I think I'm gonna add party.
Okay. Party I like, but I have my own little sort of engagement issue with it. Party I like because it's the latency is pretty good. It's roughshod about 3 to 4 seconds. You can have the you can have the about section. Chat's pretty responsive. However, you know how you can take the chats and dock it into OBS? You can't do that with Party.
Yeah. Oof. Well, they're still brand new.
You can. Yeah, they're new. You can, but it doesn't auto scroll like the others. So what you'll see, like if you were to ever swing by my channel or anybody else who has multiple areas, if they ever show you their OBS, like how I've shown mine in the past, you'll see how I have one that's all, and I'm constantly looking over to my left, which I'm like waving my left hand right now. I'm looking over this side so that I can constantly see the chat, because I like to see who's chatting. I like to know who's swinging by the channel. Let's see. What has been your least favorite game to play?
That's tough. Because if I look at my Epic account, there's a lot of them that I haven't played yet. Then if I look at my Steam account, I've got a backlog, and it's like, yeah, I have to do that.
Oh, there's a backlog. Who does, like, if you have a Steam account, who does not have a backlog? Because I can look at mine right now. Obviously, you know the main game that I've been playing. I'm coming upon almost 1,200 hours on, which is Foxhole. I have a backlog of so much stuff. It's not even funny.
I have a collection named Backlog.
Oh, and because I know you're streaming this to your YouTube, have you told them that you wanted to try Tarkov?
No.
Well, now they know.
Oh no.
And I tell people this who have more or less a temperament not to get Tarkov, and I'll even tell everything. If you're sure you want to dive into it, just prepare that you're gonna lose your stuff like 75 to 89.9% of the time.
And then it's the same with rest. You lose it, you have to go and make it all over again. So I'm fine.
Yeah. But the good thing is you got your PMC, which you take your gear out. It's high risk, high reward, and you got your scav, which is, you know, no risk, all reward. Like, you go in as a scav, you die, whatever. Go on your PMC, you die, you lose your gear. However, that's on PvP. PvE, which is the version that I play primarily, the majority of it, I like because I'm almost guaranteed to get my stuff back. And you don't have to deal with the cheaters. You don't have to deal with, you know, hackers and everything else. It's chill. Like literally the mod of what it was in now. What type of goals do you have within the next 2 years, 3 years, and 5 years?
Learn more about editing. Right now I'm just doing the plain easy, cut all my dead air parts out, and then turning into like shorts and reels.
Okay.
So I want to do something else, like add like different transitions, or there could be something that I'm missing that I haven't learned yet. So that's one. Two, I'd like to at least work on getting 700 on my YouTube channel. Hit affiliate on my Twitch channel, which I haven't yet.
You're
And
close.
then,
You're a little over halfway towards the follower goal. I know that for a fact.
yep.
It'll happen.
Oh yeah, it will. In a good old time. And my last of my goals? Definitely not content creating. It's a personal goal, actually.
Okay.
I'm working towards getting an outreach worker degree so I can help the unhoused.
Oh, nice. That's actually pretty badass. Like, I commented that or I posted on Twitter or X or whatever the hell you want to call it. You know, if this application goes through for college, I'll be starting up courses in the springtime to go for a marketing degree, because yourself, myself, everybody else is sick and tired of these, you know, stupid motherfuckers. They're like, I'm a professional media, you know, marketing strategist. No, the hell you're not. And I'll be honest, like, yeah, I did pay just the base rate with one, and he tried to like, oh, hey, by the way, you need to pay more. It's like, no, the fuck I don't. If you want to go back on what you said, initial period, 30 days. I have 30 days to decide on whether or not I want to continue using you or drop you. And this is why I myself, Fee, anybody else who's been in this space, to include yourself, for more than 5 years, always keep your receipts. Always keep the messages, because people can easily delete them. If you have a phone or anything, quickly take a screenshot. Make sure that you have that, so that if they try to go back on the web, like, funny, here, look at the date and time. Let's see.
Oh yeah, I totally agree.
Oh, and if you're ever dealing with somebody else and they don't post anywhere, and if you're talking to them via Discord or in the channel or anything, always find a way to record the messages, because here's the thing: most areas is a one-party state. Some areas are a no-party state. Very few areas are a two-party state. I know in my state it's a one-party, and I'm telling you right now, like, if we're talking, I'm hitting record, especially if you're you're a jackass towards me. You can claim, oh, I don't consent. Too bad. I'm the party that's initiating this, and I consent. And where the originating conversation is being held is by law, where the party can say yes or no. Always make sure you have a record of stuff, because it'll save your ass in the long run. Now I'm starting to sound like a goddamn lawyer.
And you're also passionate about this.
Yes, very passionate. I mean, hell, you don't stay in the industry more than 5+ years without understanding the finer aspects, let alone a decade, which I hit like 2 weeks ago. You don't stay in this area for the length of time without, one, understanding what you can do and cannot do. Two, finding a tight core group of friends where you can put your trust in them to back you up. And three, understand the sort of relevance of legal law without being a lawyer. Like, I know aspects within the DMCA. I know aspects within copyright law. I know aspects within recording law, with consent law, within content and content areas. Same thing with any terms of service. I always read over that, so I know if there's an arbitration clause like Kik has, which is Section 11. And I've even called them out on it. And one other thing, never be afraid to stick up for yourself. Even if you're going up against a platform. Never be afraid to call them out on their bullshit. I've done it to every single platform I've ever streamed to, especially whenever I don't feel things are going the where it needs to be. And I will always stick to my grounds. You can send an email to a support section. You'll get a automated response or a copy pasta. Respond back to that, because they have to respond after that. That's what a lot of people don't know about. So let's see. Other than Tarkov, what other games and what other type of content are you kind of eyeballing, sort of curious on diving into?
Satisfactory.
Oh, Building Simulator 101. I gotcha. And I need to start doing that on the weekends. That's on me. I just really haven't fired up because Foxhole.
You're a foxhole-aholic. Admit it.
The game's addicting. It is beyond addicting. I mean, hell, let's to explain 1,200 hours since February. Like, that game has everything. And Plane's coming out soon. Not sponsored or affiliated by my freaking wish. Give me a sponsor. Speaking of sponsorships and affiliateships, have you ever taken any that you were like, oh, this looks good at first, and as time went on, you're like, I think I may have made a mistake?
I was very frugal with that. Very frugal with that. My first ever affiliate was actually with Technichair.
Oh, and ironic, I still have mine.
Exactly. They're the only honest company that I've seen out there. I was thinking of going with Honey, but have you heard the controversy with Honey
Yes,
right
I
now?
have.
Crazy.
Oh my god. Oh, and here's something that a lot of people do not know about Techni Sport, aside from their charity stuff. On the frame of the chair, lifelong warranty, a lifetime warranty. People didn't know that. Even I didn't know that until I had to send pictures and stuff when mine, and I wish somebody would have been able to capture this back on Mixer when I leaned back and it snapped and I fell out of my chair.
I know. I was actually on. Oh, I wasn't a clipaholic by then.
No, you weren't. And oh my god, you've got some phenomenal ones since like recently, especially on Fox. But I emailed them. They said, "Can you send pictures?" I sent pictures. Like, send us your shipping. We'll take care of the rest. Okay. I got it. About maybe a week later, pieced the one together, and it's the same one that I've had since. Every now and then, the screws on the bottom will like fall out because obviously, moving back and forth as I do, it'll slowly loosen up. But the simple as taking an Allen key and just tightening back up. It's not that big of a deal. Plus, they're like they're one of the more affordable ones. Have you seen the fucking price of an Anthros chair?
Yes, those are insane.
Like, I get you got professionals, but my god. Oh, and we have a guest as well in the window.
Hello, I don't have catnip. Sorry.
That's Midnight. She's literally my shadow. But anyways, squirrel.
Midnight. Well,
Cat.
now it's tea time.
Cat. Anyways, no, like I'm not going to pay for a chair that is more than my mortgage. Put that in perspective. And my mortgage is just shy of $1,100 per month. If people are curious, the base model for an Anthros over $1,700. Nope, that's almost as much as my gaming PC. What is your favorite food and your most hated food that your family, i.e. your significant other, your husband, eats that's hated, that you hate?
Well, it's the opposite. I love eating fish. He can't because he's allergic to it.
Oh, shit. And what do you...
I eat around him, and he's like, "Nope, go bye, see ya."
And what is it that you hate?
I'm not a picky eater. That's the thing. I'll try anything.
Oh, trust me, if you ever come down here, you're gonna get sick and tired of tacos. I guarantee it.
Oh, if it's fish tacos, I love that.
I don't think they have any El Pastor over at Tita's, but they do have a wide selection.
Spaghetti tacos?
Huh?
Spaghetti tacos?
No, they don't have that. They have a pretty wide selection though. My favorite's the barbacoa. Barbacoa is. Let's see. By the way, I'm not sure if you heard about this asinine, insane article about Trump in Canada.
Wouldn't that be cool, actually? I'm going to be completely honest. Wouldn't that be cool, though? Then I'll be like, "Hi, neighbor."
Well,
Instead of
then
being like,
actually,
well,
no.
border neighbor.
If you think about it, if Canada does become the 51st state, you wouldn't have to have a passport to travel down.
That's right. I don't have to go through customs.
Exactly.
I'm like,
Exactly.
that'd be a 6-hour flight full of peace and quiet.
Or, like, I would honestly do the drive instead of flying. Much better. Plus, you get to see the scenery up close and personal.
Or I could take the train.
That is true. but no, if those who are curious, there is an article going around where I didn't dive into the details. I haven't really dove into any to a whole lot of political stuff or anything going on this week. I've just been kind of chilling lately. There was an article going around that that said Trump would forgive Canada's debt if Canada became the 51st state of the U.S. And I'm like, but would it? Because you think of the total debt of an entire country, I almost said company, of an entire country, and you wrap it up to what we currently have now. It's like, but would it? Because you're just piling that onto what we currently have. Like, it's always interesting.
I think it would actually be pretty cool, though.
It
But
would.
what would the UN? He has to go through the UN.
Not only got to go through the UN, there would be also the area of does Canada retain its sanctity as a country, but also as part of the United States? Does Canada retain its own footprint as to what y'all have created over time? And you know, you would have to tell your founding fathers, the French, hey, sorry, but we're going this way. By the way, Celtic hates that one.
Yes, it does. But they're also separates too. So by the time we actually do that, they're going to be their own separate country.
True. Oh, lovely. I'm under a thunderstorm warning. Was under a tornado warning earlier. Love end of the year weather. Woo! I love it.
Be nice, South.
It's the South. It's always chaotic. It's bipolar weather on a whole nother degree. Let's see. What else? So yeah, I did the reaction to Tom McDonald's Let It Snow remix. I thought that was funny as hell. I'm looking forward to some more of his new stuff and some of the more political rapping, or just him saying, hey, I'll give a fuck, I'm gonna do my thing, screw what you guys think. Style that he's already, like, everything that he's done. What's the one song that caught your attention of Tom McDonald?
I'm literally late to the party, but my husband was the one that actually introduced me to him.
What was the song that he introduced you to?
I can't remember. It was a couple of years ago now, when you first started.
Boogie, ironically, introduced me to Tom. And those who don't know who Boogie is another one of my mods. He's a fellow Marine. He's also an artist as well. He did the track to my intro. And all I did was say, hey, can you do something with these two words? Undefeated mindset. And he ran wild with it. Boogie introduced me to Tom McDonald and said, hey, check out this. And I think it was Propaganda with Dax. From there, I dove into his music, one that I will always blast no matter what, especially if I'm driving, the music industry. Because he speaks to everything that is wrong within the industry and says, hey, this is what's really going on. This is why I'm independent. And then his girlfriend, Nova, I started listening to some of her stuff. Check out Made in Gold.
Oh, definitely check that out.
It is well worth it. Oh, did you know she's a partner on Twitch?
What the balls? Really?
I'm dead serious. Nova Rockefeller is a partner on Twitch.
All right. Does she play games or is she just chatting?
Both. She did
Oh my God.
she did a cooking stream on Christmas Eve, but she plays games.
Yeah, I seen Tom got icons. I was like, hello?
No, if honestly, if he was like, hey, I'm gonna check this game out, who has it? And if it's like Wildlands, like, yo, what are you playing on? Wildlands is my thing, man. And I even put a like crazy goal on there for the birthday stream. It's nuts.
It's crazy how they're both ex-Canadians too, and they're from Alberta.
Yeah, and they moved to the U.S. I think they live in somewhere on the West Coast, maybe. Not 100% sure. I could be wrong, but the fact they did it their way and they stuck to their own morals, their own goals, is a testament saying, hey, we did it, you can too.
I think that's why I actually want to be, when it comes to content creation, I actually want to be independent.
Yep. I don't want to be tied down to any organization. I actually want to start an organization where people have the freedom to do what they want. Hence what I want to do with Freedom Gamers. Those that don't know, Freedom Gamers is a collection of individuals who you are free to be yourself, true to who you are, game and stream how you want without fear of guilt, shame, judgment, or retribution based on who you are, what you identify as, or what your background is. And you can ask Kat, you can ask any of my mods, especially those who've been around for a moment. We do not fuck around whenever it comes to people passing judgment towards others. We'll kick you out in a heartbeat.
Well, I want to apply to that. I'll definitely apply to that. Definitely.
Yep. If people are interested in it, I need to get it trademarked first, because what I want to do is I want to take it, make it its own thing where people can stream to it, and whatever is earned on that channel goes into its own account, to where we can give peripherals, we can give stuff to people who need it. And every week I say, hey, here's how much is in the account. I'm 100% transparent with everything I do. That's how I believe being, honest and true to not only your audience, but your following. Maybe not saying, oh, here's my banking information routing number. Not that transparent.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna reveal, my personal information, like, my social security number, like 8675309. Now that song's stuck in your head. You're welcome. But no, that's personally what I want to do with Freedom Gamers, and then obviously with the rebrand, I'm keeping that one secret for now, because I'll be doing that reveal live whenever I get, once I get that set.
So that means in January you're gonna tally everything that you've done in December?
If I hit the goals that I have set, I should have enough funding to take in account for taxes as well, because obviously you're your own person. Whenever you're streaming, you have to file your own taxes. Once you hit above a certain threshold here in the US, it's $600, which really sucks, because if the IRS can say, oh, hey, we need to know how much you made in here, how come I can't say, oh, can you audit the government? Yeah, anyways, it's a whole nother notion. And speaking of which, hey, cancel culture, can y'all just cancel taxes, please?
Exactly.
Y'all will cancel anything on this goddamn earth, but can you cancel taxes? Then we can say cancel culture actually did something positive for once. But no, I want to take Freedom Gamers further than where it's at. I've barely seen any communities do something to this degree, and I want to be able to have people have the ability to stream to it to help raise funds and money for it. Now, with that will come an actual agreement to it. Meaning, hey, you'll have the rights to run the logo, you'll have the rights to run the alerts, everything else, but in no way, shape, or form do you claim ownership of anything, etc. Just a bunch of legal bullshit. Let's see. What charities have you been fundraising for like an extended period of time, or any charities for that matter?
Ooh, I've got a bunch of nonprofits here in the city that I send my money to.
Okay.
Uh, outside of doing it online,
Excuse me.
I've done Extra Life, I've done the American Kidney Foundation, and I've also done the American Autism Society, which is like a nonprofit. And this was years ago when Mixer used to have a streamathon. There was a company that used to be a streamathon, just a plain streamathon.
Yep.
So we did a couple every month. And that was like, I hit the bug of doing that online.
Excuse me.
Right now, I'm just doing the ones that are outside of streaming.
Okay. Obviously, Stack Up's a big part for me, but Wounded Warrior, the American Heart Association, the Epilepsy Foundation, we even did something with the military network back on Mixer with the Super 5 Fund, and we were the first group to actually do online streaming to raise that amount for the Super 5 Fund. And a couple other ones. And at the time, before I knew what their goal was, it was Autism Speaks. Now that I know what they do and what their goal is, I've separated myself from anything to do with autism.
They're dead now.
Yeah, because now I know, like, they wanted to try to find a cure for autism when there is no cure for, something that people were born with. And that, they get diagnosed over time. Like, I know adults who served in the military that have been diagnosed as an adult with autism or on the spectrum. And once we find out about Autism Speaks and, what they want to do, we're like, done, bye. But that's just a couple of charities that I've done throughout the past. Stack Up's been one that I will constantly fundraise for because of what they one hell of an organization. That's all I got to say about that. Do you have any burning questions from me?
Ooh, now we're at that time that we're into that stage where now the interview is going to be switched around. I'm going to be interviewing Marine veteran.
All right, sorry, muting. I'm kidding.
One, how many times have you rebranded and why?
All right, so so there was the 666, 2010, the 06, and now the one that I have. I rebranded from Psycho Marine 666 to Psycho Marine or to Psycho Marine 2010 because at the time I was going for my real estate license. I wanted people to have a little bit more understanding on who I was within streaming. And then same thing, whenever I got my license, I went from Psycho Marine 2010 to Marine_Veteran 06 and got rid of that and just came with Marine Veteran in total so that it matched with what I was doing with real estate. Now I run the name as a just placeholder. I can't trademark it or copyright because two reasons. One, Marine is a title given to anybody who goes and graduates Marine Corps Recruit Depot training in either San Diego or Paris Island. And veteran is given to anybody who served in any capacity of the armed forces of their given country. So I've had this name. The name Marine Veteran. People have known me over the years, over the past, I want to say, 7+ years now, as Marine Veteran or Vet or Marine Vet or whatever you want, like whatever you want to call me. And like I've never really had something I can claim as my own. I just took Marine and Veteran, threw them together. Now I'm at the point where I want to rebrand to something else, and it will really solidify everything from the past 10 years, all the bullshit that myself and the community and you guys have been through, and really hone in on everything that I preach. And trust me, it'll make sense when y'all see it.
That I'm excited about. And I'm surprised you haven't asked me that question.
Just remember, it only takes a spark. That's the only hint I'm giving you.
Sparky.
Nope. It only takes a spark.
To light up a flame?
Nah. Nope.
Yeah, but what about undefeated mindset?
Undefeated mindset will stay as the motto for Freedom Gamers.
Well, what about for you? You have an undefeated mindset, you know?
Mm-hmm. I know. And that's why I have it as the motto for Freedom Gamers.
You want to know my origin story?
Sure. Sure.
It all started with Canadian Kitty Cat. So I would go into different streams with that name and people would not figure out how to say my name. Over and over. So it was like, what do we could call you? Canadian? Okay, hi Canadian. I'm like, yeah, hi. So that was in 2015. I had that name for maybe a year, and I was like, yeah, that's it. I'm gonna have to take the Canadian part off. Yank. So I kept the kitty cat part. That went really okay, but it was like too organic. Not organic, but too unoriginal. Because if you put in. Oh, yeah. By the way, that's my daughter. That's the 14-year-old. So she's going to ask a lot of questions.
Oh, that's fine. I don't mind.
So, yeah, I started with that as that name as Canadian Kitty Cat. And then I went to Canadian Kitty. And I was like, yeah, no. And then I took the Canadian part. And then I was like, you know what? Let's just take the kitty out and go with Resident Furball. Well, I was definitely a resident to everybody's streams. So then people called me Furball. That was all right. I was called Furball. But now I gave the Furball name to my daughter. So now she has it. Then I went with Paws Cat. And I thought that was actually really good because people call me Paws and Cat, which I have been thinking about switching back to. But then I went with iKitty Cat. And I've had this name for 4 years now. So now people still call me iPaws Cat. I used to go with iKitty Cat too. That was briefly. Then I went from then to iPaws Cat, so now people call me Paws or Cat. So I was like, okay, fine. I'm happy with that.
And I still call you Cat nonetheless.
Exactly. You also know me in real life, so.
Yep. It also kind of makes sense too, especially with the name.
Exactly. But yeah, that's my origin. Do I have a lore for this VTuber? Nope. It's just originally me. That's it. Do you have any more questions?
I'm trying to think. Because I don't write any of the questions down. They come to me as things are going on. I hate scriptedness. I hate it whenever it's pre-written questions. I hate it. The stuff just drives me crazy. There's a
question right there. Do I script any of my videos or any of my videos on YouTube? Nope.
Would I ever work for Keemstar? Hell no.
Would I ever work for him either? Nope.
You could hit me with, would you ever work for Aiden Ross, Kai Cenat, fucking Nitro Speed, any big dude that's out there? My answer is always going to be no, because what their content, what their ideas, and what their branding and everything else does not align with my moral values, with my value as a creator, and with what I want to do. They will restrict me in every single aspect and say, oh, well, I made you this. No, the fuck you didn't. It's like somebody way back when, a fucking mutual of ours, which I will not name, tried claiming credit for who I am to this day, and I've been doing this shit longer than he has. And homie, if you ever come by this one, you know who I'm talking about, you know what you said in the past, you know what you've done. I cannot believe you treat your mods the way that you do, which is also one of the notions why I fucking left. So from me to you, go fuck yourself. That's my little vent session for the day.
Now, if it comes to like political people, who would you pick to be part of?
I would honestly, if I had to pick one or two people, I would pick Vivek Ramaswamy.
Vivek? Yeah.
Because here's the reason why. You know, I know people are like, why him? Why? He's within my generation. He's an entrepreneurial billionaire, and he's done everything his way. Where people have said, you can't, he shows them that I can and I will. And the other person that I would actually work with, not for, and I know people hate him and think he's the fucking devil. He goes the same notion as Vivek. He's much older. Owner and founder of Starlink, of Tesla, and owner of X, Elon Musk. Because he understands the technological aspect of everything. He understands the risk versus reward, and he understands the data and analytics of stuff. And I'm big on analytics. The man's mindset is insane. And he's told people before, whenever it comes to Tesla, we don't try to sell Tesla to people. We want people to, be able to afford a car. Tesla is there for a data collection purpose, and only that. Because how else do you think that the roads improve? How do you think Google Maps improves? How do you think, Waze or all these apps that go everywhere? How do you think they improve? They get the data from Tesla. Because Tesla is the only car brand that has automation where it's sending data back to its servers. Nobody thinks that. Everybody's like, oh, he's a billionaire, he could have killed. No. You gotta understand, his net worth may be this, but I guarantee the dude maybe only has, $1 mil or so in the bank. His net worth does not equal to what is, on value at hand. Net worth means, oh, this is just everything you built, this is what you are worth. It does not equate to how much you have in your account. Like, I could be, my net worth and what I could be worth could be in the millions. I only got enough money to maybe last me the entire month. That's it. It does, like, the two don't equate to what is, what's the word I'm looking for? Tangible. They don't equate to what's tangible on hand. Now, what about you?
It's tough because Elon's a gamer. And he's also half Canadian too. So
Yep.
he was born in South Africa, but he's actually moved to Canada too. So he still has a Canadian heart, and he also has family up here.
Yep. And that's also why I mentioned him, because he understands the gamer mindset, and he also streams too.
Yeah, I did see him play.
He understands that fucking creator mindset. And why, people were like, why would you think? Because he understands the dude is doing so much all over the place, about to enter into a part of the government that's about to be formed here in January. And he still has time to find time, not just for his family, but also time for himself to unwind.
He played PoE, and I was like, oh my god! It's
Not,
like he's
not
it's
only that,
crazy.
not only that, he is also one of the top gamers in Diablo 4.
Dang.
Suck on that, haters.
So Elon is definitely incredible. Do you have Premium Plus on the Twitter X?
I do not.
If you had that, you could stream on there.
I know. But I don't
And the
because of the
analytics is really
budget.
good.
I don't because of the budget.
Yep. I know exactly how you feel.
Yep. Everything I do, from buying the games to continuing on with my own workout regimen. I know people will be able to see the weights right up, or one of the adjustable dumbbells over here. I have another one off to the side. Pre-workout, the post-workout, the supplements that I take, the games that I play, the bills, all that's budgeted throughout the month. Whatever I get on top of streaming is whatever I get on top of streaming. That's it. Like, I don't do live streaming, to make a ton of money, because let's be real, it's not an easy industry and it's extremely volatile. I get a monthly compensation from the VA. My wife works at her job. Our two paychecks for the month is still barely enough to get by month to month. We budget everything. And there's games that I wish I could just, be like, oh, yeah, I want to buy this, I want to buy this, I want to buy this, but I can't. Now, if it's within the cards and everything else, and it aligns perfectly, I tell her ahead of time, hey, I'm buying this when it releases, and I'll save up that money. While being smart with your funds. And
Yep.
something that people need to understand. If you do not have, I want to say, 350 plus subs monthly, be able to be comfortable, start learning how to live below your means, and then you're appreciative of everything that you get above your means. That's why I look so relaxed, because I don't want to worry about a whole lot. The only thing I worry about is my computer going to blue screen, is OBS going to crash. That's it.
Those are two things that I worry about.
Yeah, and
well, for now.
Mine's been blue screening kind of frequently. Hopefully I got that. I did reach out to Microsoft and they got it resolved. The only thing that I need to figure out now is why OBS keeps crashing. But it's more or less due to a plugin that needs to be updated. I need to do a fresh install, which I'll probably take the time next month to do so in January.
New year, new fresh install.
Yeah, might as well. Let's see. What other questions you got for me?
Do you remember the why you wanted to become a content creator? The absolute why.
The why was, I was at my 9 months left on, or I was just, starting to go out of the Marine Corps. And I knew I was going to have to find something. Well, I credit this man with kind of steering me in the right way of going from recorded to live content outside of the Xbox. Because I had push content a little bit on the Xbox, on Xbox One. But I couldn't see the chat. I couldn't see anything. I ran into this dude called Dr. Lupo. This is before he even hit his 2 million follower mark. And I said, hey, I only stream on my Xbox. I want to take it further. I have a laptop and a computer, and I stream on my Xbox. How can I go further? Told me the baseline programs of what to download. He told me what to do. He showed me the baseline settings. He said just to have fun with it. And then I seen him doing a charity stream, and I seen how much that impacted a lot of what he was doing, and that became my why. If I ever become self-centered in the aspect where it's like I start complaining for subs or tips or bits or followers, every single one of my moderators is instructed to tell me to delete my channel.
Wait, even me?
Even you. If I ever become self-centered out, charity streams and streamathons, those are different, because streamathons can, like, subs, bits, tips, monetary purchases, and follows all continue the time. I want to go as long as I can on those. Charity streams benefit the charity. If I'm doing it for my own self-centeredness, saying like, oh hey guys, I haven't gotten a single sub this week, what the fuck is your problem, you know, is shit like that, just tell me to delete my channel, because that means I have lost my my original purpose. My original purpose and the why. I have two parts to this. Raise as much money for charity as I physically am able to, with the help of the community and those coming to the channels. And to be nothing but for pure entertainment. Even if I'm quiet, you'll still see whenever I screw up and I get animated with the games and everything else. Just the pure entertainment aspect, where you know you can come to the channel. It's not going to be in follower only mode. It's not going to be a sub only mode. It's not going to be in emote only mode for the entirety of the stream, unless there's, you know, a stipulation or anything going on, which I will mention in the channel, or if I'm having to take care of something. My channel is a place for people to come by, relax. If I have any issues, the way, I do not care. I'm here for you. I even have a message that says, if anything, talk to me. You freaking matter. And I mean that, because my purpose in streaming is to bring entertainment to those, especially those who have had, you know, a hellacious day. The other day, for example, I had somebody that came on by and said, kind of glad I found your channel. It's going through a rough area. I said, hey, do me a favor, send me a whisper. I'll be able to see it and mix it up. Sent me a whisper. Gonna kind of paraphrase. I'm not going to go into full detail. 2 of his dogs, his aunt, and his mother had all died on the same day. And he needed an outlet to go to be able to relax and decompress from the harsh reality that this notion we go through in his life. And I'm glad I was there. And if I hadn't been streaming, there's people who would have already would have committed suicide. I've talked to them people off that ledge. I pointed them in that right direction. So, if anything, people are like, oh, you're done. No, I'm not. If anything, 10 years, I'm just getting started. That is my why and my purpose in streaming. If I ever get partnered on any platform, I get partnered on any platform. It is never an end all be all. I would love partner, but that takes time.
I would love to be partnered on YouTube, mostly. Twitch,
You're
just as affiliate.
you're closer than I am.
With subs, yes, but with public hours, no.
I'd have
Go into
to,
your analytics and check your public hours. Yeah, that's gonna take a while.
I'd have to take a look to see the most stuff, like with the public analytics and everything. See what the requirements for partner is. But no. I will be honest. It would 100% be interesting to see a check mark next to my name on any platform.
Doing it completely organically.
Uh huh. I just he used to care about the games and the streams. Now here's what the tips and don't. Yeah.
That one that just posted, he's also from Mixer as well.
Hmm? Like, here's the thing that here's the thing I don't understand with people that get into this industry that start off as genuine and then they get so fucking large they only care about the money. If you're gonna care about the money, go work a real job. Go put your nose to the fucking X grind and go work on 9 to 5. Then come back and realize how good you had it. I did it in reverse. I was on active duty for 9 years. Then I went and worked, my 9 to 5s, and then I was an independent contractor as a real estate agent. I understood how good I had it until I physically was unable to work like I used to because of how bad my back is. So what people do not see on the end, whenever I end my stream and I get out of my channel, I have to literally stretch my back out for about 5 minutes before I can stand up. And it's a chronic issue. Like, just recently got a heating pad to where I can lay on, and it eases the lumbar, especially those muscles that are constantly tight. People do not see that. All they see is, whenever I stand up, they, see, oh, he looks like he's, physically fit. Yes, I work out, I maintain my physical fitness. I don't see all the chronic issues that go on off stream. I am good at, masking my pain. I'm good at hiding emotions until they boil over.
Invisible illnesses, especially in content creators.
Yeah.
Nobody sees that at all.
Like,
Do any of you have questions for Maureen?
Feel free to ask away. Just don't ask one. Just don't ask the stupid one, please.
Because now the tables is turned.
How the turn had table.
Known you for 9 years. What else can I think of? Okay, what's the one thing you hate about streaming?
The uncertainty of it.
Explain.
All right. This has nothing to do with the sub count, the money, or anything. One day, you can have, or actually, we'll even go further. 1 week, you could have 130 plus people in the chat. They all talking. Next week, you're lucky to get 3. You stream at the same time, you stream the same game, you're doing the same thing. That brought all those people there. They got their notifications on. They still follow you. They were there, from Monday through Saturday. The next Monday rolls around, they ghost. Or where people say, and this is my biggest fucking pet peeve. Go back when Mixer was shut down. Yeah, I'll follow you. I'll go wherever you go. I'll go wherever you go. Yeah, that only lasted for about 2 weeks. People
I deal with social media and everything. Yeah, that didn't work either.
People I knew for years who would come by the channel day in, day out. Moment Mixer shut down. I'm lucky to see them maybe once a year. Now I get life happens. I get certain things dictate, your ability to, do things. But if you're going by other people's channels and you're just a chatter in there, but you used to be one of my main core individuals, and I see you in there, you're like, oh, hey, Maureen, how you doing? I'm going to personally ignore you because you've ignored me.
Okay. If you look at my chat, what are your thoughts on the Nexted Flex program?
I don't know too much about the NZXT Flex program.
Very much.
Like the streaming PC that I have, I went through iBuyPower, and before anybody's like, "Oh, you bought a pre-built." No, I selected all the parts and I had them build it. My gaming PC, which by the way, that one was about $3,800, and I've had this one forever. My gaming PC, I went through Stint's build. Same deal. I selected all the parts and I had them build it. I like Stints because they're 100% honest, they're 100% open, and I'm not affiliated or partnered with them. I fucking wish, and I need to resend that application, which I'm gonna do at the beginning of next month. Surprise. And they stayed they stayed in communications with me. That right there will constantly get you my business. Same thing with Razer. I'm in the Razer Creator Program because of that. I've had issues in the past with Cortex. They were able to resolve it very easily.
So we have a question in my chat from a certain black ninja, some weird person. He wants us to ask you about your best moments in streaming.
One of my best moments was whenever I nearly fucking died by choking on a goddamn chip when Cycle Plays rated this stream on my 3-year mixer anniversary. You son of a bitch. No, that one was one of my best moments. Then to top that off, hitting over 100 subs for the first time on Twitch shortly after I got my affiliate in 6 days, not 7, because I knew how to, kind of confuse the system, if you will. And then the biggest highlight so far was Loot Fest a couple years ago, whenever I met Ames, not Fab TV. I missed Bearkey, obviously meeting Entourage, the CEO of Stack Up, not Stack Up, Regiment. I've met Steve Machuga, who is the founder and CEO of Stack Up. And the man, the myth, the legend himself, freaking Lupo. And I'm at Cycle Plays at PAX South. Met him, Sheriff Strafe, first time meeting Enforcer. And just meeting a bunch of people. Hell, even meeting Drake for the first time, the Lost Drake. It was actually pretty cool meeting him. I'm not gonna lie. When you moderate for somebody and you meet them in person, and you're like, "Oh, hey, he's the same person. He's the same as he is on stream as off stream." I'm the same fucking way. And also getting to meet the Forerunner at Tita's, Finkster. He actually met me for my birthday. Murdoch, who was in the process of moving, and he still says to this day, "I could go from Tita's." I'm like, "Just come on by." You have Tita's once, I guarantee you'll be fucking hooked. But those have been some of my best moments in streaming, and also within this industry, is being able to meet some of the bigger badasses in the industry.
What's your favorite clip right now?
Of all time or most recent?
Well, let's see. All time, maybe?
All time, that would have to be whenever I was playing Sea of Thieves with Tattoo. And I had an Ashen Skull. And I found out that you could use that as a flamethrower. We find another ship, and I swim on board of it, and I'm just torching it. They had no idea what had happened. That one is still my favorite of all time. My most recent was, I have two of them. This is from War 119 in Foxhole. When I full sent with Kevin the Conqueror, one of my regiment members in Foxhole, the Nemesis, and we full sent towards a super heavy for the Wardens, and we were just constantly hitting it, and we killed it. And everybody's like, "Oh, crazy, oh, crazy!" Like, yep. And the second one was I'm talking so much shit to the enemy, I'm screaming at them and everything else, and that's on my channel as a featured clip. And I can hear everybody around me just laughing as I'm just yelling at them and screaming at them and everything else. Like, I had a battle tank and a double vetted outlaw just trying to kill me, and they were bouncing so many shots. Like, those are my two most favorite recent clips. But what else? What else y'all got?
So the one about Psycho Plays, was that your most embarrassing moment on stream?
No.
Well, let's hear about the most embarrassing one.
Shit. My most embarrassing moment on stream. So I'm sitting there talking to my chat on who I moderate for and everything else, and I'm talking to York in his Discord, York Gaming. Don't know if he still streams anymore. I kind of wish he did because I miss his content. And
You mean the Star Wars dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gone to teaching.
Oh, nice! I didn't know he went to teaching. So I'm sitting there talking to him and everything else. Like, yeah, I think staff's good and everything else, but I kind of wish that this would improve and everything and all this other stuff. He's like, oh well, my wife works for Mixer. I'm like, wait, what? Yeah, that's her in the chat right now. That's what that logo means. Fuck. I had no idea that Jasuki was a staff member. And I was so fucking embarrassed because, I'm just sitting there, shooting the shit with another streamer, another, gamer, and not paying any mind. I don't recognize, the names or anything of that. And she sent me a message on Discord, was like, don't worry, you're fine. We are taking the feedback and we're gonna, roll it to those that are higher up. Like that was one of my more embarrassing moments.
I don't have any yet.
Oh, trust me. I like to lurk in channels. You can even ask Ninja. But no. I love this industry. I love the chaoticness of it, and it's everything that it comes to. I love what I do. I love how I've evolved over the past decade, and I love the fact that I've not only been able to make some great moments, meet some damn good people, but also make some damn good lasting friendships that not only moderate for me, but can hit me up at any time just to shoot the shit.
I like shooting shit and shenanigans.
Yep. What is one challenge you don't think you would ever be able to have accomplished?
Finishing a game.
All right, let me rephrase it. What's the one game that is your wall? Like you can't get past and beat it.
Ooh, this is tough. Yeah, I'm stuck. There you go, all of them.
Every game that I've played, I've hit a wall, taken a break, and I've come back and been able to beat it. Like Armored Core 6, for example. I hit a wall and I needed to take a break from it, so I took 2 or 3 days, came back, beat the boss I was stuck on, and continued to beat the game. Not only did I beat the game, I also have every achievement in it, which was an interesting endeavor in its own self. Every single game that I've ever touched, I've either completed the campaign, such as Black Ops 6, which I literally uninstalled as soon as I was done with it, or I've completed all the way through. The only one that I haven't really put forth a whole lot of time towards the end game on PC, I did this on Xbox, was Path of Exile 1. I've only beaten the story. I never went through the whole mapping system because that end game is interesting in its own right, and you need to have a correct build for that. Path of Exile 2, I'm kind of taking and doing that in short spurts because game's boring without friends. Like, if you don't have people to play with, it's pretty boring. Don't get me wrong, the action's fast and intense, but I want to be able to talk to people as I'm going.
Wait, you're on TikTok right now?
Me? No.
Yeah.
I deleted my TikTok account. I deleted that.
That's what, yeah. I am actually thinking of doing the same thing because I think I'm just, it's not giving me enough value.
Nope. Not only that, it was consuming a lot of time too.
That's a good point. And you don't like short form content anyway.
No, I'm like, unless it's a quick guide that's like less than 3 minutes, I don't care for short form. I know that's what can bring a lot of viewership in, but if short form was meant to have viewership brought over, they would have had the YouTube Shorts and TikTok and the Reels and all this other stuff have the ability to where you post it. And you know how YouTube can have the, like at the end of the video and everything, I can click that. They need to have that ability where it can easily cross-reference to wherever you're streaming to. If short form was relevant. Now I'll sit there and I'll go through reels of a Family Guy and Rick and Morty and The Simpsons and everything else, but that's because I'm winding down for the day or just looking to fill the time with something. That's about it.
Took me a couple of years to figure out how to do short form content. I'm usually just under a minute with all of it.
Yeah. For me, I know the algorithm. I know the way that I can have it hit people's peak interest and stuff. And I can easily get it to where it's at that perfect point. I know the days to post. I know the time to post. I know what'll catch the algorithm. And this is just years of just kind of paying attention. There's no real trick or no magic wand or a magic 8 balls like, oh, hey, if you do this at this time, blah, blah, blah. It's like, no. Take a look at when things were posted. You take a look at the time it was posted. You take a look at what the hashtags, the title, all that. I don't do no snippy little thumbnail. Honestly, I think, you know, edited thumbnails look tacky. And I don't do no, oh, gotcha, type of titles either. If I wanted a gotcha title, I could be like, video they won't show you in the Super Bowl, or at halftime, or at this. That's a gotcha title right there.
I have issues with my titles. My thumbnails, I just play on Canva. That's it.
Yeah. Canva's a good tool. Canva's a really good tool. Especially with what you get for free.
Oh, definitely.
Any other questions?
I don't know, but you got a comment on my on my YouTube. This black ninja dude says because you're an analytic addict. So I was like, duh.
Say what?
This black ninja dude, we don't know him. He says that you're an analytic addict.
Not necessarily. It's just somebody who understands. It's like somebody who just understands the bigger points of content and all the other stuff. Like, I know what analytics I bring within Foxhole versus the analytics I bring within the other games. Like, I know how tight knit and niche each community is. And it's why I had such a solid following on Wildlands whenever we were on Mixer, because myself, Celtic Ghost, Infantry Slim 32, Spartan Code 626, 178th MP, and Infantry Kildar. The 6 of us constantly playing PvP and, you know, screwing around on the campaign. We built that directory from the ground up, and I was always in either the number 1 or 2 slot on Mixer. We built that from the ground up, and it's what led to the viewership and the community being as tight knit as it was until I, you know, decided to make a Discord called Freedom Gamers. And then whenever I shifted my focus to something else, I knew my analytics dipped down. Whenever I moved back to Wildlands, everything came right back up. I know what communities like and what they don't. Now here on Twitch, it's a little different because it is beyond oversaturated.
Massively.
Unless
and
you,
YouTube is as well.
And unless you are somebody who already has, you know, their claim to fame, like an actor or singer or entertainer, and you go in, you know, do live streaming, the algorithm will not register you. It'll throw you all the way down the bottom. Now, if you get a raid from, you know, a larger partner, it'll shoot you right back up for a brief moment in time. Like, and I get it. People want to, you know, watch their favorites. And like, I'm not even gonna lie. I got Lupo tabbed up. I got him muted, but I got him tabbed up because I like the solid content that it does. And I don't model my content after him. Why you'll see a lot of people model the content off of somebody else who's over on Rumble. And I will not say that fucking pedal's name.
Respect him anyway.
Huh?
It's because we disrespect him anyway.
No, it's the fact that he disrespected his entire family for trying to message a 17-year-old and wanted to fuck him. Oh, did I say the quiet part out loud? I'm sorry. In my view, legal age is 18.
Oh my!
Oh no, we're getting controversial. Who the fuck cares? Hey, jackass! I gotta, you know, challenge for. How about you fucking release the messages? Oh, but I can't because Twitch has them. Okay, there's this magical thing called a fucking subpoena. Pretty simple. But anyways. Like I'm not pushing that much content out to that area anyways because of who's on there. And it's not just him, it's others as well. Yeah. I make sure that I don't have my community in areas where I'm uncomfortable at, and I know the type of audiences that are over there as well. I try my best to always do what's right by the community, whether that means checking out a new platform and then saying, oh hey, check this out, all this other stuff. It's like I would rather take my time to take a look at it and then go in there. The issue with that is I know it divides the viewership and everything else even further. But at the same time, it's a tenfold investment back into it, because if the viewership's divided and you get more viewership than where you were, you can just build up on that. That's why I stream that's why I stream to 5 areas at the same time. Bring them all to one. Why not?
One of the main things in life as a content creator, just don't put your eggs in one basket.
Ain't that the truth?
We've seen it happen. We've seen it happen.
Fucking content. Diversify where you stream.
We've seen that happen though.
Yeah.
We've seen people that were on Mixer only stick with Mixer, and then they started panicking on Twitter. Oh no, it's closing. What am I going to do?
And then they got this nice little nifty contract with Facebook Gaming, and then once that contract ran dry, what do I do? What do I do? I guess I gotta go back to Twitch. Like oh my god, like Facebook Gaming, like when we moved from Mixer, Facebook Gaming and the whole little Stars program, biggest fucking sham I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, you want to talk about Facebook Gaming? Oh my god, that, like, their bots or Autobots will mute you for anything,
Yep.
even if it's royalty-free music.
Yep. Or in-game music, by the way.
Yeah, or even in-game sounds.
Yep. Here's the thing with Facebook Gaming. When Mixer shut down, they said if you were in the Embers for All program, you can join us for the Stars for All and you can, keep all the stuff. I migrated my entire following, all my analytics over. Still was told to start at 0. I'm sorry, almost 6,000 followers, was the fastest growing non-partner channel, was the grossest earning non-partner channel. Because of the Embers for All, because I was co-streaming with Pond, whom at the time was a partner on Mixer. We were co-streaming Modern Warfare 3. And it was an unwritten rule. Partners do not co-stream with non-partners. We said, fuck that. We're going to do our own thing. We're sitting there shooting the shit. We're co-streaming, with 3 people, 4 people at a time. All of our analytics are going through the fucking roof. We have the entire first slot on Mixer to ourselves. Like that first row. I get hosted by Channel 1 via him. Why would you not want to build up the smaller people where you can have more partners on your program, on your platform, to help them build up other people to have more partners, and you get more viewership, more earnings. That's the issue with a lot of people in their, the whole notion of co-streaming, or now it's this fucking stream together on Twitch. Which, by the way, if anybody's ever wanting to do that, I'm in the same game as you. Shoot me a message.
Hi.
Let's get it going.
Hi.
Like, so as long as we're playing the same game, I don't mind. But if it's split between the other games, that's going to be chaotic.
Exactly.
Like, shoot me a message. Let's get it going. I don't care. But no, it's interesting endeavor within things, how things have unfolded over time. And Trouble has their co-streaming, but the way it is, it's not the way it should be.
They do have picture-in-picture, though.
Yeah, this is true.
And I noticed Stream Together does not really, well, it does, but it doesn't. It's iffy on that.
Yeah, you got to click the name to go to it. But the combined chat's a nice touch. Oh wait, Mixer had that. Yep, another thing that they're copying from Mixer. Any other questions?
You're talking to a dude that's been doing this for 10 years now.
Who said that?
I did.
Oh, I thought it was somebody else.
Minji misses co-streaming.
I know, I do too. But no, if that's it, then I guess we're good here. If you want to go ahead and plug your channel in.
But which channel, though?
All of them, wherever you're streaming to, wherever you have an account to, doesn't matter.
This will take an hour. So for those who've seen at the end of this lovely interview, which has been table turned more than once now, I am iPoscat. I am a variety PNG tuber, and I stream on Twitch as iPoscat, on YouTube as iPoscat YT, which you are on right now, so definitely subscribe. I am on social medias, Instagram, I am on Threads, I am on Blue Sky, I'm also on Twitter X. I'm calling it Twitter X.
Yeah, like I said, whatever the hell you want to call it.
Yeah. And let's see. I'm also on Facebook, but that's mostly pictures and maybe a video here and there.
Yeah.
And then as of 2025, I'm adding a couple more places, so definitely stay tuned for that.
Yeah. And I'll come back and edit the description on where she's streaming to for those who want to come back to a different area. Whenever, like, for where she's streaming to. For me, myself, I am on Trovo, Twitch, SharePlay, and Beam and Party. The only one that is different is Twitch, with it being Marine Veteran X. The other four, you just search the name Marine Veteran. You'll be able to find me very easy. YouTube is Marine Veteran 92. And I push content out towards Spotify and Rumble as well. Spotify is just easier to, like, it's just easier to try to search for the name Marine Veteran. You'll see the episodes and stuff. Rumble, same thing, Marine Veteran. Like, once I get the rebrand, everything's gonna be so much easier to find because I will own the name. I'm really looking forward to it once I hit the goals and everything else. So, on that, guys, I appreciate y'all staying around, and I appreciate those who are lurking about. And on that, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be cool. Take care. Bye.